I will have to wait. Let me turn my mic a little so it's better. It's a little bit better pointed towards me. And then I forgot to send out the Discord notification, so I have to do that as well. But it's whatever. It's whatever. So I'm gonna type that out, and then we're gonna start the video game. Wop, 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 wop. I got started a little late. That's my bad. That was me being silly. That was me being silly. But we're here now, so better late than never, right? Isn't that what they say? We're gonna play a little bit of video game. This should be... Do we have to go talk? Hello, how are you? How was your day? How's your Friday? It's been a little bit since we've seen you. How have you been? Good morning to you as well. Didn't you go to a party today? Arrow. I don't know where the Poes are, and I don't want to have to find them. You're good, went to a party, and now you're drunk. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm glad you had fun, though. Was it fun? You got to talk to a bunch of people? Did you network? Did you do a bunch of networking? That's still crazy to me that it was like an open invitation birthday party. You're sorry you've been sick. You're alright. You've been busy, haven't you? You've been doing a lot of stuff? Look at her signify you here. I'm coughing real bad. Stupid sinus draining. Is it allergies? Do you have allergies? I'm sorry if you have allergies. That's really sad. Hi, European Robin fan. How have you been? Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I got started a little bit later than I wanted to. As preparation, I wanted to go watch an episode of SpongeBob with my sister, but then after I was done with SpongeBob, I, opened up the YouTube app, as one does, and when the YouTube app opened, it recommended a Drew Gooden video that he just uploaded, and it was a review for the second season of Netflix's adaptation of the Avatar, and I'm very interested in that. I think it's bad, and I wanted to hear Drew Gooden tell me it was bad. You had fun, did not network, you don't... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the idea of going to someone's birthday party to network. You know what I mean? That feels kind of, like, shallow. In a way. I don't know. Maybe that's not nice, but it feels shallow. Doesn't think it's allergies, it's just snot going down your throat. That sounds really gross and sad. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. Did you know that jays are capable of hiding hundreds of seeds and remember each and every one of their locations? That is a level of working memory I envy. That is a level of working memory I envy. Yeah, I mean, I understand the idea behind it. It's like, an important individual to know. Birthday party makes people loose. There's going to be drinks there. You show up, you say hello, you say, I love your work. I'm very glad you completed another revolution around the sun. And you get your face out there, right? But at the same time, it's like, yikes. That's a man's birthday party? Can't he have one day off of work? I don't know. Blue Jays are corvids you love? Are they corvids? Are they in the same group as crows and ravens? I didn't know that. Corvids are pretty neat. I'm a pretty big fan of corvids. I didn't know that blue jays were pretty closely related to... I have not very good working memory. I bet you guys didn't know that. My working memory is... Bye, women. Wait, actually, I need to talk to these ladies. That's why. I needed the house. They're so excited to see me. Wow. Corvids are crows, ravens, and jays. They're all in a family called Corvidae. Very neat. Ow. Very neat. Fun facts, everyone. Yeah, well, that's real. That's real. They're so excited because they're overwhelmed. They can't be in the same place, right? It's like, oh my god, it's her. Hide, you know? Like, oh, she can't look at me. Am I blushing? I'm blushing. It's that feeling. You ever have that feeling? Would you care to hear about the sky beings again? No. Are you quite sure? I don't mind. Really? Yeah, I feel that, Chad. Please let me talk about the thing I care about. Stinkle, huh? The beast of Snow Peak hasn't appeared in Zora's domain since its last visit. In the end, the troubles in Hyrule and the events of Snow Peak were beyond even my imagination. Honestly, there's got to be someone who knows what really happened. Me! But I won't tell you. Haha. Did you see the sad state of Hyrule Castle? It's the urgent desire of this group of ours to restore peace to this kingdom as swiftly as possible. Stinkle, please continue to lend us your strength. Okay, whatever. Sure. How's that Ilia doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man for sure. Anyway, honey, you've got your own things to worry about, so you just make sure you do what needs doing right now, okay? Hey, honey, if you're up in the air about where to go next, maybe you ought to talk to Russell. He's in Hyrule's southern wood right now, checking out the lay of the land. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek at that map on the table. I have my own map, woman, thank you. What if it was called Temple of Tim? Then it would be in the hit webcomic Ocarina of Tim, which has never had an update since 2011, I think. Tragic. Tragic. You're still miffed? You thought there was an L in Ronaldo? I thought it was Ronaldo as well. There's gotta be a Ronaldo somewhere out there in the world, right? There's a Ronaldo in the real world. Wow, the fortunes in this place really are accurate. My fortune said that if I stand in front of the shop, a woman wanting to date me would come talk to me. That's what you're doing, right? Sorry, but you're not my type. Lesbians? 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 Lesbian event? It were like, she's so pretty, she overruns the river brain too much. You love your wife. Kicking your legs, kicking and screaming. Do you guys rub your legs together when you're in bed like a cricket? Does anyone do that? Everyone is lesbian for Linkle, including me. Lesbians make less fiber dough. Yeah, I do love my right when after I like wash my sheet. Like you wash your sheet and you take a shower and then you lay in the bed and you rub your legs together like a cricket. And then you curl up into a ball and pretend to be a hush puppy. Anyone else do that? Only stretching, it's the best. Only when stretching, it's the best. Hello, Poutine. How are you doing? Were you there when I asked what poutine was? It's a Canadian thing, right? Like, poutine's a Canadian thing? I don't remember. I've never had it. Hush puppy sleeping is the best, but I never stayed in it. You explain? Thank you. I would love to learn something new today. Yeah, I know European Ramen fan might have some cultural connection to poutine. I'm a little bit a ways from the Canadian border, so I don't know if there's a lot of easy ways. Well, there's gotta, maybe there's somewhere that has a poutine, depending on what it is. Is it like a snack? I don't know. I know nothing about a poutine. Nothing. What's a poutine with you, baby? Mozzarella curds melted with gravy over fries. Huh. Huh. Yeah, no, I see why they call it poutine. I don't know what else you would call it. That sounds like a poutine to me. Interesting. Mozzarella curds, gravy, and fries. That does sound like something that'd be sold in a Culver's. Can you get that at Culver's? Americans call this disco fries? We do? Since when? So it's a sauce? I thought it was more like a gelatin thing. I thought it was like a meal, like a dish. I thought it was a whole dish, not like just a sauce. I thought it was like a dish. Is Culver's Canadian? Am I connecting to the Canadian audience? How well am I testing in Canada? What's the market like there? Culver's is not Canadian? Darn it! No, Tim Hortons, right? Tim Toms? Tim's? Tim Hortons? You guys go to Tim's? Culver's is Wisconsin, but Wisconsin's right there, right? It's close enough. You guys want Wisconsin. You guys can have Wisconsin. It's great. Wisconsin's yours. Tim Hortons is Canadian? That's what I thought. Timmy's, Tim Toms, Timothins, Timothy. I want to go to a lot of... I actually am a pretty big fan of, like, fast food and trash food and all that good stuff. I think I've talked about it before on stream, but I am a pretty big fan of, like, just trash comfort food. And I do kind of go out of my way to go to as many, like, different fast food places as I can find, just because I want to try them. Tim Hortons was named after a hockey player? Whoa! Can you name something more Canadian than an entire restaurant chain named after a hockey player? Wow, that's amazing, actually. That is amazing. Do you guys like hockey? I used to play when I was a youngin'. I lived in Alaska, and my uncle was a goalie for a hockey team. He used to play hockey. And we would play street hockey, and I'd wear all of his equipment, and they'd slap pucks at me really fast. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, but I never learned how to ice skate. So it's not like I could ever play ice hockey. You don't? You hate hockey? That's sad. Is there any sport you like? You like the food at Culver's? Their cream is not... Their ice cream is not ice cream? In what way? Is it like soft serve, or is it like, what do they do to it? Way too fatty to be cream? Huh. So, how does it go down? Like, what does it feel like in your mouth? You did, but you might stop watching. The more I watch, the more it looks array. Yeah. I'm wondering, are there any sports today that are played not by people who are, like, high on a billion different forms of drugs, and also it isn't fixed? I'm a little bit, especially with, like, prediction markets and, like, sports betting, I'm like, how much of the game is fixed? How much is it fixed now? Whenever money is to be had, I'm immediately kind of like, I don't trust that. AI viewers at stream, boo! Ban. Delete message. Their food is mid too at Culver's? You read an Eat Humanity story? Humanity HFY story where aliens tried to invade and they land in the middle of a hockey game. They also overestimated how effective their weapons would be. Interesting. Interesting. The only betting you do is on scratch tickets. I do not gamble because it is a sin against our God. It has been a while since we took a walk in the forest, huh? Yes, and how our world has changed. I'm joking, of course. I don't gamble because I don't have money to spend on gambling. You don't believe in God? That's okay. You're allowed to do that. Say, do you know about the far side of this deep gorge? Some say there is an ancient temple deep in the woods that guards a sacred power. The ancestors of the Hylians created the temple. Signs of their civilization, ancient, but very sophisticated, are everywhere. If someone could obtain the power of those ancient people, well, I'm sure it would go a long way towards saving Hyrule. Stinkle? Would you take on this task? Would you cross the gorge and find the ancient power sleeping in the temple? No! Getting across the gorge and entering the temple will be difficult, make no mistake. But I'm sure you can do it. If only I had your courage and strength, I, too, would fight to restore the peace, but I am not the man I once was. As long as you believe in yourself. Aww. Sweetheart, that was nice of you. What little gambling you do is usually not with monies. You can't afford to lose nowadays. Amen. That's why I gamble with my life. To cross the gorge, just use my partner here. Wow. I didn't know you and Uli were into that. Okay. Well, I mean, if that's what... Oh, never mind. Sorry. I misread the situation. Do you doubt my partner's skills? He flies like a dream, believe me. Well, you will definitely make it across the gorge. Wait and see, my doubting friend. Chicken. I like this song a lot. I hear this song in a lot of, like, video essays. It's used a lot. Calling his wife a chicken? This isn't his wife. I'm a bird, not your... I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. I'm a... What? Freaking... Princess Bride reference, insert here. Joke made. Please laugh. Yes, it does. It says something along the lines of, I am gold, but not for you, or something like that. I'll talk to it, don't worry. Flashback to Hyrule Warriors, escort to Baby Baby Kaku to Mama Kaku. I want to play more Hyrule Warriors. I should probably play more Hyrule Warriors. That game's good. Good game. Did you guys know that? Here, let's talk to the... Twinkle, twinkle, little cuckoo. I am gold and not for you. I don't think that rhymes. You need to finish Dynasty Warriors? I have never played a Dynasty Warriors game. I have played Wolong, which was made by the Koei Tecmo team, and I have played Hyrule Warriors, again made by the Koei Tecmo team. But I have never played an actual Dynasty Warriors game. Wolong might be a good stream game. Wolong would be a good one to stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't know if Wolong is like on Xbox game. Like, I could download it onto... I think Jane Wu Chang is on Xbox game. But the thing about Wu Chang is that they made, like, a bunch of changes to the story because of pressure from Chinese nationalists. And the story changes were really bad. And I'm really mad at them for doing that. And I wish they hadn't done that, so I don't play it because I'm mad at them. Is that really petty? Probably. It's probably pretty petty, but, like, I'm mad they caved to Chinese nationalists. Of course, maybe the government got involved. We don't really know. The chicken is there, but it's not all there. I think that's what they say about me, too. In preparation... Yeah, they are making a Wolong 2, right? I'm confused how Wolong 2 is going to play. Since, you know... all Dynasty Warriors take place during the Three Kingdoms period, right? Origins is a different take on the series. Instead of playing as super famous officers, you're sort of the basic protagonist. That is what Wolong did as well. Wolong made you the unnamed... maybe I should play Wolong again. Wolong's really good, guys. I highly recommend Wolong. Don't you hate it when you sit down wrong? I always sit down right because I'm, you know... perfect in everything I do, but I will try to relate to this mortal failure. It does kind of suck, doesn't it? Did that make you feel better? What did you do? What do you mean by sit down wrong? Interesting that they hand you... I threw up my back the other day. Did I tell that story? Where I stood up after getting out of bed, and I was excited to get out of bed, so I jumped up, and it hurt so bad I could barely move. I could barely breathe. I was so upset. Sit down on the keys, but they're not really keys, but more biological in nature. Is that just a you problem? What do you mean? I don't know. Maybe. You plop down in your bed and your leg bent in a way that makes... Oh, yeah. I get Charlie horses a lot when I'm in... Like, when I'm just laying still in bed. Because someone hates me. I'm using the magical armor because, I want to. I hope that's okay with everyone. There's a Poe in here! How did I miss this Poe? Ow. How did I miss this Poe? Ha! You didn't interrupt the animation fast enough. Next time you get a Charlie horse secret technique, so you don't sit down wrong, but instead lay down wrong. Yes, I do, yeah. Well, the thing is that I don't lay down wrong, I think. It's just something about my body is wrong. Because I just lay down pretty straight. It's for some reason, laying on my back causes Charlie horses and sleep paralysis. Pinch your upper lip, just under your nose, hard as you can. Should make the Charlie horse pain go away real quick. What I end up doing is just, sorry, I'm looking for this evil being. I just stretch out my foot. Yeah, I lucid dream. Like, I know it's a dream, but I can't really affect the dream. Does that make sense? That's usually how I deal with my sleep paralysis, is I can tell myself in the moment, like, hey, this is a dream. That demonic yak isn't real, and it's not here to hurt you. Because it can't. It can't hurt you because this is a dream, and it's not real. But I don't know if that counts as lucid dreaming. That's just really a way to deal with the fact that, my brain is rude. What are your lucid dreams like? Why do we have to play this game again with this child, this evil child, this skull child? We're gonna run out of rupees. That's pretty good. We did need to run out of rupees. You need to go over here. It's very hard for you to realize when you're dreaming. When you do, you usually heavily destabilize the dream and makes you wake up. Very interesting. Very interesting. Skull Kid, powerful as he may be, knows the difference between man and dog. I would hope so. Where'd he go? Is he over here? Yeah, he's over here. Interesting. Ah, he's down here now. Nice. Your lucid dream involved you falling with style, gliding. It wasn't real flight. That's kind of funny. You were like Buzz Lightyear from the hit movie Toy Story. Where is he? Is he up in the trees? Where are you, demonic child? I'm gonna run out of cool juice. Ah. Very nice. Story time. You were stuck in a 7-layer false awakening dream and used the power of lucid dreaming to force yourself awake, which tried something because after that I couldn't lucid dream again. Lucid dreams are fun for you because you can fly on command. Think the Chronicle movie or something along the lines. I have never seen the Chronicle movie, so that is a reference that doesn't land, but I'm glad that you have a lot of fun with lucid dreaming. I don't really know what that means, but that sounds pretty cool. I wish my dreams weren't trying to be, like, combative towards me. Here he is. The man. The myth. The imp. Skull Kid. Why are you mad about it? We're playing hide and seek. He's got a little Poe lantern. I wonder what that means. You love following dream you had when you were a kid. You had a jump around. When you hit the ground, you slowly drift back into your own body. I gotta tell you a weird dream I had. That's what that reminds me of. When I was in college, I remember one day, like, hearing my alarm, waking up, going into the bathroom, getting dressed, brushing my teeth, getting ready for the day, and then looking, like, back at my own body. Because I could see my body in the mirror from the dorm room bathroom. And I saw my body in the mirror and I went, oh yeah, I'm not awake yet. And then I woke up. That is probably one of the weirder dreams I've ever had. I was like, oh, yeah, duh, I'm not awake yet. Cool. You have a recurring nightmare? Oh, I hate having recurring nightmares. Speaking of which, you had the worst dream of your life last night because because you don't want to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it. I'm sorry you had a bad dream last night. I hope that you're feeling better today, and I hope you don't have a bad dream tonight. I usually get, like, nightmares. It is one of the most common, like, the only dreams I remember are nightmares. You once had a dream where you got hit by a full nuclear bomb and died, and then my brain told me awake because I guess I was dying too good. Brief lucid dream? You think that's a lucid? Is that a lucid dream where I look at my own body and go, wait, oh yeah, I'm not awake yet. I kind of remind myself I'm not awake in my dreams a lot because of the sleep paralysis. What is your least favorite dream ever? What is the least favorite dream you've ever had? I remember when I was really little. That was fun. I'll tell you what. I'll let you into a secret place. When I was younger, I would get like sleep paralysis and pretty nasty nightmares about it. And I remember my grandma being like, yeah, those aren't, like, you're seeing demons. And you're seeing demons because of sin. Which is probably not the best thing to tell a child who is having recurring nightmares. That it is indeed their own fault. That if they were just better, they wouldn't be scared to go to sleep. Not a great thing to tell a kid. Not a great thing. Yep, being aware of your dream is lucidity. I mean, I'm usually, but I can't affect or change it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm usually like, this is a dream, I can't affect it. I think one of my favorite sleep paralysis hallucinations I've ever had, though, was I was renting out a house in a different state. This was like during college, and I had just mowed the lawn, and I had forgotten to close the garage door. Right, B Brookerneck. I had forgotten to close the garage door, and I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. So when I went to bed, I remember having this dream of someone coming into my room, shaking me on the shoulder until I woke up, and he went, hey, man, you left your garage door open. And then he just left. And I did indeed leave my garage door open. You mentioned this dream last night? Good. I love that dream. I think it's so funny. This is... I hope he was real. Do you think that his resolve just got more and more, like, certain the deeper he got into my home. I hope so. You got up, went to work, had a full day, got home, and then woke up and had to do it all again. Classic. Classic. Yeah, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Well, we're back. Your only instant sleep paralysis you've ever had, there was just a shirtless fat man who wouldn't leave. He wasn't threatening, he just wouldn't leave. I'm sorry. He lives there now. He's your shirtless fat man. You have to deal with that fact. That's your man. Very neat. What do you think it says in Hylian there? Probably something real. I bet someone has translated the sword pedestal. I think that's like the only time. Whoa! Bats, 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 bats. We'll try to find it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking for it. Huh. Help! Help! Ow! Come over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, poop. Okay. Interesting. Ow. Okay. Can we get a couple of the other ones over here? Ow. Ah! There we go. We got it. There we go. I like killing them with the Master Sword more than a wolf form. I know the wolf form would have trivialized that and probably looked cool when we jumped from every Shadow Beast to every Keese. But, I wanted to kill them with my cool freaking sword. So I did it the hard way. The text on the pedestal in the Sacred Grove is too faded to make out. That's sad. And also a cop-out. They should have done it for realsies. Another dream you had was where you were looking out your back door and a strange man in a tuxedo and top hat walked through. You don't mind me just passing through, and he felt real, like you could sense he was more real than anything else happening. And to this day, you think he was a dream walker trying to take a shortcut through your psyche. That sounds real. I appreciate that. I would love if a dream walker took a shortcut through my psyche, but they'd probably have a bad time. If anything, you know, like, considering the time I have on my own head, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't wish it on anyone else. I would not wish it on anyone else. However, ooh, big however happening in chat. Let's wait for that however. The pedestal in the Temple of Time says Master Sword. Okay, real. And guys, our last bug. Our last bug. Our last bug ever. We don't need to catch any more bugs. We are out of bugs. Whatever shall we do? Alright. Very pretty. This is a very pretty area. Nice. We do love our light stairway. Our stairway made of light. This is a very pretty temple. Oh, hi, Uku. And Uku Jr. Okay. Nice to know they're shadowing me, I guess. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Very pretty. Do you think this game should have had mini blends? Yeah, and they should have gone... That would have been really nice if they did that. I think it would have made this game a 13 out of 10. But since it has no mini blends, this game's a solid 2 out of 10. Solid 2 out of 10, which is pretty good for a Zelda game, IMO. Stinkle. Don't you think there's something odd about that statue? In the grove and in the temple entry, there are always matching ones on each side, but there's only one here. Why don't you use your senses to take a look around? I will not! I will instead drop a pot onto this temple with the medallion, or onto this button with the medallion of light. I like these frescoes. Very nice frescoes. Very Hellenic. Hey guys. Not so fast. At last. This is it. This is where I've been trying to get to. The ancient technology of our people sleeps in this place. We've searched all over and now we're so close I can smell it. Once we find that thing, we can go home at last. Oh, gracious, yes. Young lady, we're so close, so please help us find what we're looking for. Okay. Sure. Whatever you need, ma'am. She pulled an You guys like How do we feel about actually? This game needed more dark rooms to make the lantern really feel useful. You did something, you ordered a PC? Ooh! That is crazy, but awesome! That's exciting! What are you gonna play on it? What are you gonna play on your cool PC? How much did it cost? Oh, you don't have to say. You don't have to say how much it cost you, but I'm excited for you. That's really crazy. You do I don't know if I do either. I think I'm an person. I am an I say I don't know about that. Yeah, with the new PC amidst the RAM crisis. I don't know. Etoblea. Isn't that the meme with the girl and she puts her hands on her head? My blea sounds like Russian. Ooh, arrows. That's useful. You want to play Baldur's Gate, Marvel Rivals, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, and so much more. And $1,000 is pretty. That is not. That's like a deal. That's pretty. What's the specs on it? What are you gonna be able to run on it? Baldur's Gate is really good though. Baldur's Gate is, well, pretty baller. Sure. I see. I've been playing through Baldur's Gate recently, actually. Because I got Baldur's Gate for my Xbox. And then when I got this PC, I got Baldur's Gate for my PC. Which means I technically... That was not the most gracious way to do that. I technically bought it twice. Which means I've given Larian a lot of money. But I'm okay with that. Because I feel like Baldur's Gate is worth it. Nice. Very cool. I want to play Return of Reckoning again. That's what I've been thinking about, Return of Reckoning. You've been replaying Mass Effect? Is it on the Legendary Edition or just the normal, the original Mass Effects? I wish, you know what have made Legendary? I just mortal drawed that poor I wanted to say Zubat? I just mortal drawed that poor little Zubat? Incorrect. Legendary, you never had the DLCs. I would, you know what it would have made Mass Effect Legendary Edition really good? If it came out with the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Why did the Legendary Edition not have the multiplayer? Why do they hate me? This temple has a really cool mini-boss. I'm excited for that guy. He's gonna be really fun to fight. I hope I don't kill him too fast. I hope he's actually like a really hard fight. I love a good difficult fight. Intel Core i5 and RTX 5060. It's not amazing, but it should be able to play those games. I don't care about 4K graphics. Yep, I feel the same way. I just need the game to run. And if it runs at like 60 frames per second, that's amazing. I don't need the best graphics known to man. I don't need like 220... I don't need ray tracing. I don't need 220 frames per second. I just want the game to run. I have pretty high specs on this computer, but that's because I also stream, right? Version of those guys are really cool, very soldier-like. The Dark Nuts. Are we talking about the Dark Nuts, or are you talking about the Denalphos? Nice. Very cool. The Dark Nuts, I mean. I do like... I do like the Dark Nuts in this one a lot. Behind you. I do like the Dark Nuts a lot. Oops, I missed. There's a train outside. I hear a train. Do you guys live near trains? You can hear trains at all hours of the day. Good old-fashioned trains. Your computer specs ain't bad for being 6 years old. You'd say it was built to handle first-gen VR. And is first-gen VR harder to run than new-gen VR? I don't know anything about VR. VR never really captured me as a gamer. I know some people are like, this is the future of gaming, right? Like, this is gonna change people's lives. Everybody's gonna love VR when VR becomes widely available to the average gamer. And then I just, ooh, we have to use the top. I don't think the top was used at all in the last temple. Like, there wasn't one instance where we used the top. How sad is that? But here, we had to use it. But I had one friend, like, he adores VR. He adores VR. He wants to do everything in VR. Make all of his games for VR. Oh, got some. Why are these things, like, running for their lives instead of standing their ground like a group of cowards? Ah! Huh, interesting. So it's contact damage. Strange. Strange indeed. I guess we don't have to kill them if they're just running around trying not to get hit. I just hated them. Back when VR was super duper fancy, you needed a computer that could run Crysis to run VR. Yeah, I played through Crysis, or at least Crysis 3 back when it was free for, it was like free for Game Pass. I don't know, it didn't move me, Bob. Like, it wasn't the most amazing thing in the world. Do people really like Crysis? Do I need to take this down there? I mean, oops. My bad. Sorry. This is like the command melody in Wind Waker. HTC 5? What the frick is a 5? Nothing. What's a vibe with you? Huh. Bad shot. I still don't really get aiming with the bow in this one compared to Wind Waker. I was much better at aiming the bow in Wind Waker. There we go. Ow! Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Okay, interesting. Now we have that, but what does that do for us? Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. I have an idea. I don't know if it's the right idea, but I have one. You've only had a way to give yourself a crosshair. Yeah, I guess I could use the Hawkeye, but that means I'd have to equip another item to make my bow easier to use, and I don't want to have to equip another item to make my bow easier to use, because I'd have to do two things in the thing instead of the one thing in the thing. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Can't go that way. Can't go that way, man. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is my first room I've gotten stuck. It's like making bomb arrows. I know, but it's still an extra step. You know what I mean? It's still an extra step. It's another step. I understand that it's like one other step, and it's like, oh, you know, it's not that bad. Just do the one extra step. But I don't want to do the one extra step. I don't want to have to do the one extra step. I just want to do the thing. I want to do the thing without having to do an extra step. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, okay. Well, no. Okay. Sure. Okay, I can't do anything with that. Can I do anything with that? Not yet, right? No, no way. Yes way? Maybe. Let's put a little guy in there and see what happens. In the bell. Yes, we're gonna have to watch me walk. I don't actually remember this dungeon very well. The last couple of dungeons, I went the long way around. Where'd the bell go? Oh, it's right there. I passed it, I guess. I got my ticket for the long way round. How about it? Huh. The one with the prettiest of views. You do? I bet. I bet. But I don't. So we'll figure it out. We're just gonna have to figure out the dungeon as we do it. Obviously, I gotta get a key. Huh. Oh, dear. I see what I needed to do. And I have now made a mistake. Do you see what I needed to do, chat? Because I threw... I see what I needed to have done. And I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake because I tossed the thing I needed. Alright, I see. Well, maybe it'll reset when I open the door and then open the door. Huh? Maybe. 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 Yeah, these pots are here. I can use those pots, right? Yeah, it did. It did. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't, like, completely break it. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. I liked that song. I don't know. Am I gonna talk about the cup song again? I don't know. I just feel bad that like it got famous in well, not famous. It was first remixed in 2009 into the version that we know what it is, and then Anna Burden did a viral version on YouTube in 2011, and then Pitch Perfect came out in 2012, and Anna Kendrick is the one who topped charts with it. I just feel bad for Anna Burden. I was like, she's not the most famous Anna to have ever sung it, though she did go viral on YouTube a year before the movie came out. And I'm wondering if I don't know, maybe the movie did have we're gonna do this cup song rendition. And it's gonna be awesome, and Anna Kendrick's gonna sing it, and it's gonna be great. Or did they see the YouTube video and go, that, we need that! We need that! I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there in the writer's room. I wanted to be in the room where it happens, as they say in Hamilton. But I just think that's really interesting. Especially because that song is like 100 years old, or almost 100 years old. I think a lot of people don't realize. You don't think you heard the cup song? Have you ever seen the movie Pitch Perfect? Featuring Anna Kendrick. And is her name Brittany Snow? And Rebel Wilson? It was pretty big. It hit like choir students really hard in 2013. That's when like the you know, the acapella craze was huge. Anybody was forced to listen to a ton of pentatonics? Anybody listen to a lot of pentatonics? Anybody's choir teacher forced them to learn a bunch of pentatonics Christmas songs? No? Was that just a me experience? You've never seen that movie? It's not great. It's kind of funny. It's like an irreverent college comedy. Like the students, like they're all college students, and it's about acapella and acapella competitions. And it like blew up into this big acapella craze where everybody was really into acapella music for like 5 years, and then everybody just pretended it didn't happen. Like no one did it anymore. That was really embarrassing for everyone involved. I can't believe we all thought acapella was like awesome or something like that. You liked it when Ylvis did it? Yes, I also liked it when Ylvis did it. Ylvis is I think they're Norwegian? Ylvis is a Norwegian comedy band that made fun of the acapella craze. With their song. All you know about pentatonics is that either they or their label is stupid ruthless. Probably their label? I know that, like, the band isn't together anymore. A lot of the people left pentatonics. Like, they don't have a lot of they don't have the same group anymore. But I had to sing so many Pentatonics Christmas songs because of them. Like the White Winter Hymnal. Anybody know White Winter Hymnal by, is it Fleet of Foxes? White Winter Hymnal by Fleet of Foxes. Anybody remember that? It's the I was following the pack all swaddled in their coats with scars of red. Fleet Foxes. Just Fleet. It's not a fleet of foxes. It's Fleet Foxes. That's one I had to do, but the bass part in that one is really... You're gonna confirm being forced to learn pentatonics, but you're as busy dying to sand zombies on hit game. Prince of Persia! Sands of Time! Whoa! Prince of Persia in chat! Wow! Intaf is cooler than all of us playing Prince of Persia Sands of Time. but for a completely different reason. Was it the Pentatonics version, or is it the Fleet Foxes version? I was following the pack, all swaddled in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats. But unfortunately, the bass version is really boring. The bass part in that song is super boring. A lot of the bass parts of acapella music is super boring, and like people were so into acapella music that they wanted to keep doing acapella music. There was one we did though called like Butterfly or something, and it wasn't Pentatonics. It was an older acapella band, like a really big Swedish acapella band, I think. And that one had a super fun bass part where we were singing about how we'll die tomorrow. That was awesome. That was so much fun. Pentatonics version mashed up with a little cup rhythm. That's the cup song. That's the cup song. I got my ticket for the long way round. The one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. That's the cup song. God, you forgot about all the different camera angles and close-ups in Prince of Persia? It's because it's very dramatic. If it's Pentatonics, then it's like... Yeah, they're tapping the plastic cups on the table, and they're going like the ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, or whatever it goes. They're tapping the plastic cups. The plastic cups on the tables with their hands. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's cup song. Cup song. Cup song. Cup song. I think we're talking about the same cup song. Unless there's another cup song, but that's the big cup song that made, like, I don't know why they would do a different cup song, because that's the cup song that made acapella big. Because it was in the hit movie Pitch Perfect, which is what made acapella big for like 5 years. I think we're talking about the same cup song. I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same cup song. This is the guy that's immune to the, How do you hurt this guy? Would be that cup song then? You never heard the vocals to it? Yeah, they're like, they combined just the cup part with White Winter Hymnal, which is the other acapella song everyone knows. And I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it, the Fleet Foxes version is better. It is better as a weird folk song than it is as an acapella song. Sorry. This cup song is specifically just that one song featuring the cup game, isn't it? What? Featuring the cups game? Yeah, it's like the thing about it is that the cup song is using When I'm Gone, which I think was the Carter family from 1933, but it uses the cup game, which is a children's rhythm game, as backing to that song. So they're using a 1933 American folk song and combining it with a cup rhythm game played by children worldwide. That's the cup song. And that's why it's called When I'm Gone. The cup song, White Winter Hymnal, did you hear that from a mashup album? No. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same cup song, though. Unless I'm just insane and I'm losing my mind. And I'm losing my marbles and I don't know what I'm talking about. Which is also, that could be real, that could be true. You don't know. You don't know. I'm going down an acapella themed rabbit hole and I'm losing my mind. That could be just as realistic. You'll link it in Discord. Please do. I had to sing a lot of acapella music. I didn't like most of it. They want to hurt me. Stop it. I need to put my back to a wall. Ow. Okay, it would probably be easier to just shoot them all instead of trying to fight them like this. They're sneaky, aren't they? They try to get at your back. Cowardly little creatures. Probably be much better to just shoot them all like that. Cowardly little creatures. Those things are pretty easy to deal with. I don't know, like, acapella music is a really easy way to impress a crowd for a small choir. But my favorite acapella songs were the ones that came from, like, the Renaissance era. We did a couple, like, we did Come Again, which was supposedly written by King Henry VIII. There's some doubt that it was. But that was one that we did. I liked Je ne l'ose dire, which was a French art song that we did. I really liked that one. I loved any of the French, actually. Any of the French we did. Had a lot of fun with that. Je ne l'ose dire. La, la, la. That one was really good. Interesting. Yes. But that... Ah! She weighs 2 metal statues. I never really understood that either. Why the statues weigh as much as they do. Or, like, why Linkle affects the things as much as she does. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. There is a Poe in here. Am I gonna have to go through all these rooms again, but with the, It's up there, though. La, la, la. And that's why we need this one. So we can get that Poe. Interesting. And I think I like those ones better because they had better bass parts. And then when I worked at that church, one of the big things I had to do was a lot of, like, you know, hymns. And a lot of hymns are also done in acapella versions. But we're still not getting up there. What do I need to do? Oh, wait. Maybe. Maybe. Ah, interesting. Okay, look at that, guys. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of interesting problem solving to get to this Poe. That is a lot of... Good night, good night. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for telling me about your new computer. That's really cool. Have a good rest. Ow. Ow. I did get started later than I should have tonight. I was a little bit late. Drink water, indeed. Everybody drink water. Right now. I have milk, and then I have Dr. Pepper. Those are the things I have. I don't know how many Poes are in this temple. Maybe a few? There's supposedly... Ooh, okay. Hello. Sorry, I was distracted by the enemies. Supposedly, there's 2 treasure chests in here. Okay. I think the Armos in this game being somewhat reminiscent of, like, Easter Island heads was a pretty interesting choice. Can we get the... I don't think we can. Yeah, we need the, Dominion Rod, I think. You see that? But where is the other statue? Do we stand on it? Yeah, we do. We need the Dominion Rod. Without our Dominion. And before there's a mod that makes the hammer swings fine. Boom. That'd be a pretty good mod. I'd like that as a mod. That sounds pretty silly. That's a pretty funny mod idea. Oh, hey. This room's kind of scary. Ow! Okay, that was on me. Huh. Alright. Okay. Scary indeed. So are these all Dinalphos, or are these unarmored ones Lizalphos, and then the armored ones are Dinalphos? How do I know the difference? Ow, I wanted to do my cool sword move, and I messed it up. I bunked it up. I ruined everything. I don't know about that. Okay, that works. I like that. That was awesome. Let's do that again. I am losing hearts at a pretty scary rate, I must say. Okay, cool. I was hoping I could roll through it again, but it did not work out. Okay, that works. That's fine. No, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. I was saying that I was losing hearts at a pretty scary rate. Alrighty. Easy dungeons to traverse. Very easy. No problems whatsoever were had ever. Jerk. Okay, never mind. Actually, I don't want to be down here with them. I don't want to be down here with them at all. At all. Ever, actually. I don't want to see them. There's an old thing with a thing like that made near melodic sounds. An old what? What is a YTMND? What does that mean? What words are you saying to me at all with your mouth? What does that mean? Cool. We need that. 50 rupees. Pretty good. We spent all of our rupees on our cool armor earlier. You're the man now, dog. Old early 2000s website? You're the man now, dog. I have never seen nor heard of that. Is that something I'm too... Early 2000s website? I bet it has a Wikipedia page. I might go look into that later, because that is interesting. I have literally never heard of that. I think this is where we're gonna get our cool, freaking rod that we will get to play with. Oh, money. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the mini-boss. I'm excited for this. I like this mini-boss a lot. Yep, I play with my rod live on stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends if this is content that you think they'd like as well. Big statue. big sword, man. Alright. God, they look so cool in this game. I'm gonna get rare. Nice. Ah, that was cool. Well, I'm no longer rare, but we did some cool stuff. I like their little crown helmet that they wear underneath their big helmet. Nice. Come on, give me your weaknesses. I like that they took a lot of the, a lot of the inspiration from the Wind Waker Dark Knights, but just did more with it. Alright, I'm gonna wear my cool magic armor. Ow. Oh, he kicked me! God, this is cool. I like it a lot. It's cool. Yeah, that was freaking cool. Dark Nuts are so cool. There's a streaming website that allows that kind of content. It's not one I frequent. Like a real knight, they at least have a secondary weapon. Yep, their side... Though most knights had like a misericord or a dagger. God, that's cool. That's so cool. I like that! Very fun little... But I guess for a Dark Nut, that little sword is kind of like their dagger, because they use a sword that's like taller than Linkle. I'm excited to fight more than one of those guys. I think that's the strongest of the Dark Nuts individually, but you do fight like 4 of them at a time later on. This is a cool weapon, and it is really, 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 really fun to use in Hyrule Warriors. It is really fun to use in Hyrule Warriors. At least 3 or 4. I think it also depends on the time period and whether they were like on foot or on horseback. But yes. Come on, big boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Slowly, 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 slowly. Indeed. Arming sword and dagger was a common secondary and tertiary. Well, the arming sword was only used in the 1100s and 1200s. It was a very common weapon during the Crusade era of knightdom. That style of sword began to fall away towards the middle of the medieval period. But yes. Yes, the arming sword was a common... I mean, because on horseback, you were mostly going to use a mace and or something similar to that. Okay, interesting. Ow! I just hit myself! Yeah, but you want to know something fun about the Grossmesser, actually. This is one of my favorite dumb facts about the Grossmesser, is that the reason why... Technically, it is not a sword, as according to German law. It is a knife. And it's because the tang doesn't go all the way through the hilt. The hilt itself, is instead a, built like a cutting knife. And that's because the in the Holy Roman Empire, they made it illegal for members of the peasantry to carry a sword. But that wasn't a very popular decision, so they just made a big knife, and they were like, you know what? Fair cop. Sure, that works. Hello, how are you? We are walking slowly through a dungeon. Okay, we can make this work. How's your night going? Ow, I did that wrong. Does that only do a half a heart in the base Twilight Princess? This is one of my favorite things about this. Oh. Yep. Don't need to worry about the evil, the stupid dungeon traps anymore. You play this game a lot on the GameCube and Wii U days? I played it a lot on the Wii. So it is weird to play technically what is considered the GameCube version. Of course, I have a few changes that might make it a little bit less familiar to those who are used to a certain variant of the game. But yes, I've noticed that a lot of people really like coming into the Legend of Zelda streams, because Legend of Zelda has so much like nostalgia factor and a ton of power for involving like people's childhood and stuff like that. I like that. Very important video game. Culturally important video game. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how to get you up there. Yep, yeah, now I have the lefty version instead of the right-handed version, and the entire map is flipped. Which is something I'm gonna have to get used to indeed. Oh, I see what I need to do. You, come here. Large man. Thank you. You may go back to your spot. No, give ball. Thank you. I love the Dominion Rod so much. I'm not entirely a huge fan of the fact that you have to quote-unquote awaken it to use it outside, as it should be. I like left-handed Link. That is a cool... There's not a lot of left-handed characters in, like, anything. We're going to watch a few funny episodes of shows on Prime Video and maybe hit the hay, but I want to go straight back into the same dream I was having last night. I swear to God. Yep, I hope you have better dreams than you had. Good night. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you had a wonderful time. I always appreciate it when you do. I hope your show is very good. And I hope it gives you a lot of laughs. Good night, good night, good night. Alright. When it came out on GameCube, Link was lefty per usual. Then with me, they flipped my map. Basically, best friend and I beat it multiple times. Aw, that's awesome. Besties forever. Indeed. That's awesome. I want to see if I can get the boss key. Huge. Oh, you didn't like Arbiter's Grounds? We actually just completed Arbiter's Grounds. I actually really like Arbiter's Grounds, but I understand if it's like one that was kind of difficult to get through. That is a good memory. See, like, there's so many good memories associated with this video game. Make more Zelda games, Nintendo. But they're making Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Some people have the talent to bounce around there in the Arbiter's Grounds. I kind of wish that they put more difficult sections with the battle top. It would have been cool. Ah, I goofed that up. Come on. That was lucky. That was pretty lucky. No hearts. Sedge. Could you not hookshot the one statue that was on the ledge for the boss key? No. It has to be Dominion Rocks. I can make it dance, I guess. I didn't need to do that. I could have just picked it up, but I was like, well, I guess I'm committing to this course. So, I didn't need to. There we go. Well, poop. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Oh! I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea, chat. Stealth who? We don't stealth in this house. I'm anti-stealth. Ow! Sure. Can't you think I'm trying to do something? Stop it! I need to be fast! Okay, we're good. And then I have an idea. I have an idea. Do you guys see the vision? Ah! Look at that! I guess you can. I didn't think of that. That you could hookshot it even if they're not currently on the dudes. That makes sense looking back on it. But I mean, it's more fun when they're alive, right? To resist the hookshotting. It makes it more of a thing that you have to complete. An obstacle to overcome, yes? No? Maybe? That means we could have gotten it all the way back then. Instead of coming back to it, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Live and let learn, right? Great expectations. Indeed. Indeed, I agree with that. Alright. Well, we have the big key. Now we can use our giant statue to get us into the rest of the stuff. Where's our statue from? Oh, you made me stretch right now. Oh, my bones! I don't know if you guys heard every single one of my fingers pop there. That was pretty awesome. This is a scary area filled with evil enemies. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. This should do it. There's a lot of logistical maneuvering in this dungeon, isn't there? A lot of this goes here, that goes there. Now you can do the rest of the dungeon, huh? How many do I need? Why is Linkle so heavy? If these are like as heavy as they are that they actually slow me down. Well, I guess like carrying my own body weight would slow me down, I think, if I had to think about it. But 4 statues is equal to the weight of that 1 statue. And Linkle is equal to 2 statues. Which means that 2 Linkles would be one of these giant stone statues. And that feels wrong. Right? This is nice though. This reminds me of hit Xbox party game Fusion Frenzy. Specifically the mini game where you smash bugs. Yes, no, yes, no, Fusion Frenzy. This is actually a puzzle temple? I would not have guessed. Aren't they all puzzle temples? I mean, some might be more combat focused temples, but I think most have a little bit of puzzle focus, don't they? Stinkle is still fat. She weighs about 1/3 of that big statue. That's heavier than you figured. Yeah, that is pretty heavy, isn't it? But this temple is easy because once you get your rod pal, you just need to go backwards. Yep. It's like in the hit video game Halo Combat Evolved, where the level 2 betrayals is just the level Assault on the Control Room backwards. Yes, no, yes, no. Assault on the Control Room, any big fans? Halo, wow! Has anyone played... No, I don't need to be a wolf yet. Has anyone played the campaign Evolved or whatever, the re-release? Has anyone been playing the campaign Evolved? Yes, no, maybe? Maybe so. I have not. I have not. Is it good? I think they should just let Halo die. Apparently the new Halo is bad. Can't they just let it die? I love Halo, guys. Halo, Master Chief is my friend. He doesn't deserve this. Master Chief deserves so much more. No, but you can start... Please do. We were talking about acapella earlier. That's another acapella piece, but that's because it's based off of, like, monastic singing, specifically Organum. And Organum was done entirely acapella. So... There were a couple songs we sang. It wasn't in Organum, but there was a couple of those, like, monastic songs we would sing. Oh, wait, no. This is for fun and for fun. Whoa. I think that might be the best rendition I have ever heard in a Twitch chat. That is the closest I have ever seen the Halo theme song ever done in a Twitch chat. I'm really impressed. Thank you for that. Apparently and they made Cortana a wimp. Why did they make Cortana a wimp? I have seen people talking about the girl boss character. I mean, she's an ODST. I don't know. Sometimes I'm worried about when people, like, complain about, like, girl boss characters and stuff like that. Because I'm worried that, like, it's just Gamergate rearing its ugly head again. I'm like, is she really poorly written, or is she just annoying to people who think that she should, like, kiss the ground on which they walk? I don't know. I haven't played it. Maybe she is annoying. Why did Amazon name their AI Cortana? I thought it was Microsoft who named their AI Cortana, and they actually had Jen Taylor voice it. Can you break these? Oh, I didn't have to play around with that at all. I could have simply broke the walls. That's my bad. That's me being silly. I can simply use my big hammer, friend, to destroy everything in my way. Whoops. I no longer have to engage with dungeon mechanics. I forgot. But yes, why did they do it? Because they're still trying to cash in on Halo. Like, they're still trying to cash in on Halo's nostalgia. You know what I mean? They haven't made something new, original, or fun in 20 years. So they're just gonna keep mining the thing they did make for as much money as they can milk out of it. You have a big hammer, everything is a nail, just like Wind Waker. This is actually really similar. This is pretty similar to, the Earth Temple, I think. Yes, thank you for the Halo theme in chat. I really enjoy it. I love Halo, guys. I wish it was good. We haven't had a good Halo game since ODST. And I'm gonna stand by that. Using a Halo theme, which is similar to Legend of Zelda, and would totally sing it. I could see it. They do have, like, maybe sometimes similar, like, musical inspiration. Koji Kondo is a heck of a composer. He makes good music. Didn't Reach come out of ODST? I said what I said. I said what I said, Cobalt. Ow! I just bonked myself on the head. Would you stop hitting me, sir? I got beef with Reach. This is a true fact. If anybody, if you've ever seen my Reach VODs, you played both when you were just a young girl. Twilight Princess has great tunes too. Twilight Princess has some good music. I like its main theme of the. I think that's really fun. Reach was not a bad game. Okay, well, we can agree to disagree. No. Reach is not a bad game. I agree with that. I just don't like it. There's a difference between a game that is bad and a game I don't enjoy. I know a lot of people really like Reach, but I think my beef with Reach is that a lot of the things that people said Halo 4 did to the series started in Reach. But I think because so many people started with Reach, they don't realize that this is the truth. This is the way it is. I think Halo 4 gets a really bad rap when it was Reach's fault. You're the opposite with Sonic 06. I think Reach is the most time space. I probably played. That is hard to say. I probably played Halo Reach multiplayer the most, which is also why it makes me mad. I liked SWAT a lot. I liked SWAT a lot. Man, I am picking hard sentences to say it today. I liked SWAT a lot. And I think it has my favorite version of Infection. But I didn't like the way the base multiplayer played. I didn't like the balancing in that one. You started from the OG Halo, played most of Halo 3, didn't hate ODST because you love Gears of War, Dragon Age. It was the decade. Amen. I love Dragon Age. What's your favorite Dragon Age? I'm a big fan of Dragon Age. Though, when I say I'm a big fan of Dragon Age, I've only ever beaten Origins. So, take that with a grain of salt. Where's my boy? Where? Oh, whoa. I see. Alistair can do no wrong. Alistair's a good guy. Do you harden him? I usually harden him. I don't think I've ever played a playthrough where I romance Alistair. For me, it's Morrigan or bust. I will always choose Morrigan. Hey, I gotta say something. It feels like a plot hole that Morrigan isn't bi. Does that make sense? It feels like an actual honest-to-God plot hole that Morrigan isn't at least bi. Like, that does not make sense. Oh, man. It sucks that they had to make Dragon Age before gay marriage was legalized. You know how it works, but he's for me to manipulate him to make... Yes, so if I remember correctly, it's when you go meet his sister. Do you remember that questline? And she, like, is mean to him, and he's like, I don't understand why she's mean to me. I thought we were siblings. And you can be basically like, dude, toughen up. The world is cruel, and people aren't just going to be your friend just because you're nice. That hardens him. And I think he's a better character when he's hardened, but it is, like, really counterintuitive to get to that state. I like that you made your Warden queen, though. Because I usually play as a male character in order to, romance, Morrigan. My Warden usually ends up just, like, wandering off. They just end up leaving. Yes, yep, it is a tiny side quest with some of the most important consequences in the video game. There's a treasure chest I missed on the 5th floor. It is a tiny side quest with some of the most important consequences in the video game. Which is interesting. I gotta go back to the 5th floor, guys. I'll be right back. We have to execute him. He also loses his brother and his sister-in-law tries to take over the world, and they lose their dad with the long black hair. Taron Loghain is one of the best written villain in a video game. Taron Loghain is incredibly interesting. I understand the Taron Loghain slander, but I also will not stand for it. Taron Loghain is incredibly interesting as a character. You have not played Baldur's Gate yet? You should play Baldur's Gate. This is Dragon Age, though. I haven't played the first two Baldur's Gate. But I really did like Baldur's Gate 3. That probably made a lot of, like, Baldur's Gate fans really mad. And I apologize. I apologize. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I'm sure, are very good. I just haven't played them. But you persuade him to be executed. So you persuade him to be executed? He can die if you send him against the Archdemon. I really like him as a companion. I think he's a wonderfully interesting companion. I really like him as a companion. I think he's just so wonderfully written. It is very, very, very rare that you can have a villain at the beginning of the game where you're like, this guy sucks balls, he's the worst, and he deserves nothing but death. And then you actually talk to him and you're like, really? Maybe. You know what I mean? Like, he is genuinely so well written. Very interesting character. I haven't played Dragon Age either. Goes to show how little... Do you know that you got the game wrong? I mean, they're both dark fantasy RPGs set in worlds with a world-ending event, so don't beat yourself up too much about it. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. They're both good, though. I both recommend them. Swooping is bad. Yeah, Morrigan was really important for my teenage brain. Morrigan's a really important character. I know you can be honorable. What about Duncan? Loghain killed Duncan? Well, Duncan was kind of asking for it. Sorry. No. He's a good warden. He's a good warden. Well, it's just you don't get a lot of time with him. Right? You don't get a lot of time with him to really get, like, acclimated to him. And it's part of the job, right? Like, he also killed, like, most of the Ferelden army. And that's why his honorable death, dying to the Archdemon, I think is probably the best thing that can happen for him. Not like a DLC for Alistair's gay brother in gold. He has a gay brother? Good for him. Good for him. Unless we're talking about the king. What was his name? What was the king's name? I don't remember. He was also kind of asking for it. Thinking he could take the Darkspawn on in the way that he was doing it. I think that's the thing, though, is that they make it kind of clear that the battle at that keep was going to go sour no matter what happened. So, Taron Loghain knew that what king he would smash. Amen. The king was like, we're gonna have one last glorious battle like the stories, and that wasn't gonna work, right? So when Taron Loghain pulled out and betrayed the king, what he ended up doing was saving the lives of what was left of the Ferelden military, because there was no way that they were gonna beat the Darkspawn there. But, you know, he also did betray his king and leave his daughter's husband to die at the hands of the Darkspawn. Which is bad. But, you know, that's one of my favorite... Oh, pick up the heart. That's one of my favorite things about Dragon Age, is that they go out of their way to, like, make the characters have believable motivations. It is a dark fantasy world, as in the characters are real. And they do bad things to each other. But sometimes the bad things is the best possible thing to happen. We also had a long journey ahead of us. The castle with the weird cursed kid taken over by zombies. Yep. Yep. He gets better, though. He gets better, though. Depending on your decisions. He might not get better. You can leave him to the demon. You can do that. That is your decision. That's one of my favorite things about Dragon Age Origin, is that you can do some really evil things in that game. It is a real RPG. You can do some interesting, and there's so many different endings depending on, man. It must have taken so much time to write that video game. We leave the main area where my Harris daughter left her parents to die. There was no other option. Which quest is that? Which origin do you usually pick? You have to pick, Ferelden Noble, right? Do you usually pick Ferelden Noble? Is that the one? Do you always pick Ferelden Noble? I like Circle Mage. I do like Circle Mage a lot as a backstory. I think Ferelden Noble is the one that's like the most fleshed out. It's the one with the most like story going for it. But it's not necessarily my favorite origin. City Elf is a really good origin. I like City Elf a lot. I don't really care for the Dwarven origins, but that just might be because I don't really like playing dwarves. Dwarves are not my favorite fantasy race. That might get someone riled up, but I don't usually play dwarves. Yes, but it's not Ferelden. It's the area where it's a side quest of a family that was betrayed. Interesting. Is that one of the DLCs? I don't think I've played through all the DLCs. I know I played through the Mirror because it was about Morrigan. And I love Morrigan. She's my lady. Your best friend did every start for the achievements. Yeah, that's the... Are you guys achievement hunters? I'm not really much of an achievement hunter. I will be honest. The only game I've ever gotten close to all achievements for was Dead Space 1, where I got 47 out of 48. And then I did get all the achievements for Destiny 2, but those achievements were pretty easy. I did every start just to see what they were like, but I did not beat the game on every start. However, I have to say Arcane Knight is my favorite. That is my favorite class. I think Arcane Knight is my favorite class. I love Arcane Knight. I like Magic Knights. I don't care if they're busted. I don't care if they're like a perfect mix between combat and magic, and that makes them hard to balance. I think they're really cool. I want to be a master of both. You can't stop me. Well, poop. Ow! I did that wrong. No, just a noble human is in the area. I'm sure you're right, it's in the area, but you find out the family was betrayed. Oh my god. No way! Not again. There's a lot of betrayal that happens in that game. There's a lot of betrayal that happens in that game. I like that the Arcane Knight has a thing where their magic stat can be used as the basis for armor rating, or like as the basis for, so if you have like 58 magic, that means you can wear an armor that requires like 50 strength or 50 agility instead of relying on having those stats. That is a really cool aspect of that class. Oh, we're almost at the boss. Bye, little dude. Ah! I messed up. I did that wrong. How did I do that wrong? I think your only 100% achievements are Destiny 2, Dark Souls 1, and Elden Ring. You do have 100% in Terraria as well, but then they added new achievements. So you don't. That's always sad when they add a new achievement and you lose your. Do you lose your platinum trophy on PlayStation if you've platinumed a game and then they add new achievements? Does that happen? I don't have PlayStation, so I don't know if that's how that works. But big sad if true. Anyways, everybody should play Dragon Age at least once. It's a great game. Your brother breathes every day. He loves doing the puzzles. Ah! I love Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I have not played any of the other ones. I don't know if the other ones are good. I'm sure they are, but I haven't played them. I'm a pretty big fan of Batman Arkham. Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I'm sure Arkham Knight and the other ones are good. I don't know. I haven't played them. I don't know if they're good. I don't really have a lot of interest in it either. It's like the only Assassin's Creed I've played is Assassin's Creed 1. You might have noticed that I have a tendency to start a game series and then never continue. I do not beat the rest of the games in the series. I play the one. You cosplayed as Poison Ivy decades ago, but you love the OG Arkham Asylum and City. That's awesome. That's really fun. Poison Ivy is in the Lego Batman games. That's where I know her from. A Lego Batman. She's in Arkham Asylum too, but she doesn't have like a major role. This is an interesting boss. I wouldn't say that he's hard. Bonk, but that is really fun. Weird Goma design. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, any of Ezio? Yeah, I liked Assassin's Creed 2, but I never beat it. It was very long, and I have a kind of completionist drives in video games that tends to wear me out on the video game I'm playing because of my completionism. Oh, here we go. This one gives birth. Everybody knows how much I love bugs that give birth as an enemy design. No, no, no. Oh, laser beams. Laser beams, laser beams, laser beams, laser beams, laser beams. I do like that it shoots big laser beams. I'm sad this boss never came back like in this form. Bonk. You clear these temples fast? Do I? I feel like I'm taking a long time. I feel like I take a long time because I don't remember them. Am I clearing them fast? It usually takes me about an hour, hour and a half. Oh, it's giving birth. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We win. Ow! You can finish Assassin's Creed 2 because you can get all the feathers and then Assassin's Creed flag. Edward Best Kenway. I have never played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I gotta say it doesn't really interest me. I know, it's the one that everybody has the best memories about, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in the pirate life, you know what I mean? I liked Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I got it for free on Xbox. And I liked it enough. But I didn't beat that one either. I just liked the option to play as Evie. I liked doing the boxing ring as Evie. You hate the boats? I actually think that would probably be the thing that gets me the most. The boat-based gameplay. Huh. The music's gotten funny. Sorry, this is really good. Wait, can I do this? Can I make it come over here to get smacked? Do I lose this if I go too far? Aw, that's sad. I wanted it to get smacked by the big statue. Come on. Come here to get smacked. That happens, though! That's really fun. This is good stuff. This is good. This game's good, actually. fake out. Yep. You know, this is actually kind of reminds me. Anybody played Anotria? Captain Spaventa? Spaventa fake out? Except he's way more dangerous than that. We're still not going to be able to use that on anything. Oh, we got it. You grew up traveling to the Bahamas, and you're like, oh wow, this is awesome. And you have to travel by boat and supplies, and every side quest is a race. Like in Wind Waker. If you smash the eyeball with a big fist like the grape it is, it's a one-hit KO. I wanted to do that really badly, but I didn't know how to hurt it over to the big fist. So I'm sorry I didn't smack it with the big hammer. Just one left. Wow, we're kind of breezing through this. We really don't have a lot of this game left. We're gonna have to figure out what game we play next, right? The evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. Sure. You know, we could be assembling something truly terrible here. It could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy. Sure. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Spaventa, Capitan of the Meredina. Greatest man who's ever lived. I love Spaventa. I like his song. The ba 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 ba. It's a great song. I don't know. I've never played. Maybe I should give a lot of those later Assassin's Creed games like a try. But I don't know. 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 Yes, I would love to save. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Alright, we're back here now. Now we go to the past again? Yes, no, maybe? But we can move these owl statues now, can't we? Ah! There's a Poe in here? Why? We're gonna have to find so many more Poes, guys. How many do we even have? 43? We have 17 more, by the way. I'm supposed to be at, like, Poe Soul 50-something. But I have not been following the guide for the Poe Souls, because I don't like gathering Poe Souls. I hope no one's, like, horrific, or, like, just heartbroken with this information. Hey, there we go, another piece of art. It's just a word advice. Take this next area slow because you have that Dominion around. You have to... Yeah, I have to get a bunch of stuff open. But I have to restore power to the rod, don't I? Like, that's a big thing I have to do. I have to restore the power to the rod. Bing, bong. Bing, bing, bong. Well done, adventurer. Uku sees what she was looking for. Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion rod you found at the temple. But the thing has been around for quite some time. I can see from here that its magic has been exhausted. Oh, what am I to... I thought at last I could return to the sky. And I have completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. It can't be helped. I suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. It's decided. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do indeed. Well, Uku is on her way. See you again. I don't like that she speaks in the third person. Where you are now, there's a bug in the present and in the future. I'm going to show you something awesome. She's gone. I suppose a useless rod is really just more baggage, but what are you going to do? Did she just say something about returning to the sky? The last piece of the mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore magic to the Dominion rod, maybe it'll come in handy. Maybe, maybe. I'm going to show you something awesome. Look at that. Look at that. We are the Bugmaster. Alright. Yeah, but the pose, I'm not. I am not super excited about. Ow. Our pockets are full of bags! And I keep shaking them around to hear them tinkle. Linkle loves to tinkle. Wait. We'll workshop it. Does time pass here? Bug. Does time pass here? Does anybody know if time passes here? Yes, no, maybe so. Do we have a boogity bug? Please do not shake the bug. They like it. Does anybody know if time passes in the Sacred Grove? If I stare at the sun, will it move? I think it's moving, chat. There's supposedly a Poe here. I don't know if I've killed it before, but I did look at the guide a little bit. But Cobalt, look at the sun. Cobalt, the sun is moving. Cobalt, that's the sun. Cobalt, the sun is moving. Cobalt, that's the sun. That's the celestial object which grants us day. It is currently moving across the sky at a glacial pace, yes, but it is still moving. One would assume if time did not pass, that the sun itself would be stationary, yes? No? But yet it moves. Slowly. That's Soul in her chariot, being chased by the wolves that wish to devour her. Soon her brother Mani will do the same. Ride across the sky in his chariot, chased by wolves nipping at his heels. I believe this to be true. I believe this to be certain. Time will pass. The day will end. And night will begin. And once it does, Cobalt, we will have a soul to harvest. Why are wolves in space and why do they hunt Soul? Because they want to eat her. They want to eat the sun and they want to eat the moon. It's a pretty common trope in Norse mythology that the wolves are going to eat the gods. I guess maybe because people get eaten by wolves, so they really didn't think that there was any reason that wolves wouldn't also eat the gods, right? If people get eaten by wolves and the gods are mortal, wouldn't the gods also be eaten by wolves? Well, you eat the sun and then you eat the moon. Is that a Chowder reference in my chat? Is that a Chowder reference in my chat? Hello? Look at it, time passing. It is now evening. I almost said autumn. I mean, technically, autumn is also orange. The pillar of autumn. Halo 1, Halo campaign remake. It all ties back. It's all the same. All conversations lead down the same. It's Twilight time. Like the video game Twilight Princess. Like the game we're playing right now. Twimblow Primblow. Guys, we gotta find a Halloween game to play. What are we feeling for Halloween? I know our Christmas game was Halo 4. I don't know how people feel about that. But I feel like our Halloween game needs to be decided. Maybe a Resident Evil? They should let the Master Chief have the Master Sword. Yeah, he's the Master Chief. He should wield the Master Sword. Quick, someone find me a 2006 image of the Master Chief from Halo 2 using the Master Sword. Someone find that for me and put it in my Discord right now. Psychonauts? I don't know anything about Psychonauts. Is it a game I'd like? It doesn't seem like a game I'd like, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that's me being like a baby or a monster. Spawn Poe! Spawn Poe! It's a platformer, but very Halloween coded. Oh, wait! Yes, I do know Psychonauts, actually. It's Raz, and he goes into people's heads. That's a good one. I'm not a big platformer, but that might be a good option. That might be a good option, Cobalt. I like that idea. Psychonauts is a good game. I haven't played through all of it, obviously. Honestly, you agree on Psychonauts? Psychonauts is a good idea. Huh, I haven't considered Psychonauts. Psychonauts might be fun. That might be a good. That's a good idea. Cobalt when a good idea is in chat. Okay. Okay. So now what can we do? How many pieces of heart should we have left? Because we have... Oh! Jump scare! I shall celebrate good idea with a drink. Indeed. I agree with this. He scared me with that sound. Celebrate. Celebrate. Oh, we have all the Poe souls here? Okay. Cool. I like that. That's good information for us. Okay. Where do we need to go, chat? Well, how many... Okay, so we have one more dungeon heart container, right? We have 2 pieces of heart. We need 3 more. How many pieces of heart do we have? That will give us 13? We have 13 pieces of heart left? What? How do we have 13 left? Are we missing some? Did we miss some? I don't feel like we missed some. Oh, I'll be so sad if we missed some, chat. I'd, like, blow up and die, I think. Because the guide says that we should have 36 out of 45. Which means that we would have, but it says that we have the same amount of hearts. Am I dumb? No, wait. We have 2 full heart containers left, right? Am I right? We have 2 full heart containers left because of Zant. Am I wrong? Doesn't Zant give a heart? So we should be at... That should be 37. Ah, we're on track. We're on track. Don't worry, guys. I freaked out over nothing. We're on track. We're on track. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we should be at Poe Soul 54. And we are not. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna teleport here. Zant gives a heart. Sky and Twilight Temple have hat containers. They contain hats. They contain multitudes of hats. I think I'm gonna go to bed, lovelies. Is that alright with everyone? How does everyone feel about that? This was a good session. I know I don't stream very long. I think that is something that, I stream about, like, 2-ish hours, usually. I don't know if that's not a very long stream. I think most people stream, like, what, 5 hours? Especially if it's the only thing they do, but it's not the only thing they do. I've been thinking about that recently, but I really don't like streaming when people in the house are awake. You know what I mean? So I'd have to find a way that I can stream without bothering the people that I share the home with. And without having them be like a bother to me, right? 2 to 3 hours is pretty fine. A hat for a time. Yeah, but like, if it's the only thing I do, I should stream longer, shouldn't I? But it's not the only thing I do. But it's the major thing I do. I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot. But I stream so late, and most people can't stay up for 5 hours. You know what I mean? If I start at like 10 or 11. That would means that it's like 2 in the morning my time, and that's not fair to one, or it doesn't really make sense, right? Most people go to bed while I'm streaming anyways. So I'm thinking about that. We'll see. I'll keep people posted, of course. But I think for now, I'm gonna call it for tonight. I hope everyone had a good time. I always do when you come in to say hello. I really like that dungeon. I think the Temple of Time is one of my favorites. I don't know how I don't know how a lot of people feel about it. But all right, I had great conversations. I had great times. I hope everyone else had a good time. I hope everyone had a good sleep, or will have a good sleep and good dreams. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in to say hello. But I am going to call it here. No, not letters. I need to save and quit. And then maybe we'll actually get the rest of the pose and the rest of the piece of the heart and all that fun stuff. Good night, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.